A lot of kids will be heading off to college soon, and for their parents, there's a lot of mixed emotions. They're happy for their kids, they're sad because the house will be empty, and scared because they're alone with their spouse for the first time in years, and they have to rekindle that romance.
And here with advice on how to ignite those passions are relationship experts Matt Titus and Cooper Lawrence. Matt Titus is the author of Why Hasn't He Called? Great to have both of you with us, guys. So I remember my parents dropping me off at college, and my mom had some tears in her eyes. My dad looked at me, and then they went home and had a kids are gone kegger party. They actually literally had a party after they dropped my sister and I off. Why does the dynamic change after the kids go to school?
I think because you're immediately shifting your current roles from parents to husband and wife again, and the children have provided a buffer for a very long time, and becoming reacquainted is not that easy.
Cooper, do men and women handle this differently?
They do, and it's fascinating because you would think that women are the ones that are the caretakers and they can't take it and the kids are gone. But actually the research shows the opposite, that women are actually better prepared for their kids to leave emotionally because the kids have gotten older. It's not like you're letting a 3-year-old go somewhere and, oh my God, my little baby. The kids are older, they've been out of the house with their friends, so the mother's gotten used to it. It's the fathers that are having the problem. The fathers are having more of an emotional attachment, thinking to themselves, all the things they did not do with their kids. Oh my God, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Now here they are off to college. Did I prepare them properly? That's what the research shows.
They have to pay attention to their wives, and they're scared and anxious because they haven't done that long. That's what I think is. But seriously, the empty nest thing isn't really that valid anymore because actually studies have recently shown that people, as the parents get older and as the children get older, the parents start to actually reacquaint while they're there, and the marriage actually gets better when the kids leave.
Kids aren't good for marriage, basically. That's what the research has shown.
Yeah,
so you start. So do you look at this then as a chance to work on the marriage, and how do you start that conversation about bringing the romance back?
A lot of times you don't have to. It's like just like your parents had a kegger. My guess is they also had a lot of sex that weekend.
Oh my God! But that's
you
just said that about my parents. Okay,
that's sort of gross.
Well, no, but that's the point. It's not gross. They're not just parents. They're people. They're human beings, and that's what happens. A lot of couples say to themselves, "Woohoo! They're gone," and then they get a chance to do all the things they haven't had a chance to do. Whether it's vacation, whether it's just getting out for periods of time, going somewhere for like a month,
it's the
they
time
can finally do it.
to do things you never were able to do, and it's a reacquaintance period. It's time to get to know each other and live your life and love each other like you hadn't been able to.
Do a lot of husbands and wives panic at that point? Do they really say to ourselves, this is it?
The way in which you don't panic is you stick with the routines that you normally had.
Don't make major changes.
The worst thing you can do is all of a sudden we're going to spend the day together.
Right.
I mean, both people probably want to kill themselves.
So
it's awful. No, don't. He should have his hobbies. He should go to work. She should do what she does. And then the special time that they have will be less interrupted. It'll be a little bit more stress-free, because the children aren't there.
And talk to other empty nest couples. Say, what are you guys doing? How are you experiencing it? That way you don't feel you're isolated experiencing this by yourself, because you know that you have other people around you. And the support system actually really makes the transition much easier.
More strength in numbers.
And the children are also, they act as buffers for a very long time. It's like you don't know your spouse. And don't change the dynamic, because that'll freak everybody out.
Would you recommend, I mean, if people are feeling awkward in this stage, would you recommend counseling even after multiple years of a relationship that seemed like it was working with the kids at home?
It's always a good idea, because it's really about, can you communicate with your spouse the same way you once were able to? And a lot of people, they put their relationship on the back burner when there's kids around. That's not the priority. Now that's all you have.
Don't go to counseling until there's a problem. Don't try to fix something when it's not broken, Rebecca.
Right. All right.
Such a woman. Let's take care of things we don't need to be taken care of.
But you're saying just go out, have fun, live your life the same way you did, and hope that things come together?
I'm saying that it's going to be a different environment relating with stress and the amount of attention that they can pay to each other, pay together. I just think that it should let it alone. Leave it how it was.
But it's really important as an individual to find exciting things to do, because if you're an exciting individual, you're exciting in a relationship.
Can the kids do anything? Can they buy the kegger? I mean, anything the kids can do to help mom and dad?
Don't worry, they're doing that plenty without you.
Stay away from the parents. Stay away from the parents.
Let them grow. Let them be independent. Absolutely. And I'm sorry to tell you, your parents have sex.
It's okay, but thank you, Cooper. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go wash my mind out now. Matt, Cooper, thank you so much to both of you.